Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back with Junk Journal July again, and I am going to do prompt 12 and 13. 12 is overlap and 13 is opaque. I want to make a journaling card. We went to a fabric store and bought a bunch of trims, and this I'm borrowing from my sister's stash, the ribbons, but I'll show you some of the fabrics we bought. This is just like a polka dot chiffon kind of fabric, and then we bought this because it's just simply beautiful to slow stitch with these flowers. Then we got some prints here. It was some cotton, and let me just see, it's all Liberty prints, obviously reproductions, but I just love the little prints. These are all Liberty prints, and I thought what I want to do is make a journaling card using some of small pieces of these fabrics to overlap and combine it with some papers and some of the trim, and then that way I'll have it in my journal for the future, but I can still, I'll have the samples for that. So I'm gonna start with a paper bag as my base because I do feel it will become bulky. Let me just, with all the fabrics on there, so I'm just gonna tear some of the paper bag. I do not want that in the bag because I want to be able to write on the back. So I'm going to leave that as writing space on the back. And then on here, I am going to use this as my journaling spot. And maybe I'll make it a little skinnier. Yeah. And so let's start with some papers. I got this packing paper from my sister-in-law. Thank you, Honeyki. I think I want to add some of this in the background. And I can possibly just tear it a little smaller and glue that on there somewhere. And let's start with some fabrics, and I just want a little bit of each of the fabric, just a little sample piece that I can add. Maybe the blue, I'll do a little bigger piece just because this is mostly, I don't have a lot of blues in here. Some way how it just worked out more pinks than blues. This one, let's keep that. Oh, this one does not want to just tear. I'll have to cut this. And maybe I'll cut this Liberty out as well. The Orchid Garden Collection, Wild Cherry. Let's see. Okay. piece of that. So yes, how are you guys doing? I am still in South Africa. I'll be here until the end of January and then go back and try to sort out the chaos at my house, because there's still a lot to be done to move back. Let's see. I might cut these smaller ones because my piece of paper aren't that big. But I will add some opaque papers, but the fabric is opaque as well. And maybe from this one I'll cut like a longer strip, maybe make a ruffle or something in there. And then with this one I was thinking of maybe cutting one of the flowers out. Let's see, will this be too big on there? Not sure, so let's take, this one's a little smaller. Let's take this one. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's see how far we get with this. And I was thinking of maybe just adding some papers in between the fabric. Oh, it's a little rough. Okay. I'm going to use that as a glue book. So let's get, and I am going to sew this. Maybe roll some of this paper around once I have the fabrics on there. Okay, so let's just start with the fabrics because I feel like I have a lot of fabrics here. I want to add some ribbon and I want to sew, make it very textural. And let's fray some of the fabrics as well. And I don't necessarily want them all to be perfectly cut or anything. I hope you can hear the birds outside. It is so nice. This birds are chirping and cooing and it's just all very, yeah, just very calm. I am just putting stuff down, not really even thinking about it. Fraying some of this a little bit more. Just want a basic idea of where I want to put things. A little smaller. Add it in there. spraying it here. Okay, you can go in there, and let's see. I have this pink paper here. Let's add some paper in here as well. I don't know if I want to add that on there, you know, like a focal point. I almost feel like I don't want that on there. Maybe do the pink in here so that still shows. Okay, I'm gonna start gluing down. I think I'm happy with this. And I am just adding some glue stick to this because I am going to sew it. So I think it should be fine. Just with glue stick. Just using this notepad as a glue book. Now I'm covered in glue again. And I'm not sure, I'm working on a plastic table, so it might have an echo. I'm hoping it won't, but if there's an echo, I apologize now because I don't have any way at the moment to prevent that. Paper in here. Don't want to cover all of that red fabric. Maybe I'm gonna switch this over to here. I don't have these two oranges as close together. Because now obviously I can't remember anymore where I've put this stuff. I'll do this. See if we can add some ribbon on here just for some texture. This one is pretty. I'll do the ruffle. I'm not sure if well, I'm gonna sew first and then decide upon that. No. Oh, and I still have this. Maybe I'll do this. Put the ribbon up here. And the Liberty down here. Yep. Okay. And then have the go on top. Or do I want it? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sew it on here on top. And maybe cut that just with a little. Let's see if I can force it on here just to keep it until I can sew it. I just want it kind of like a rough. Okay, that's not gonna work. I'll just sew it on. Okay, I'm gonna be back in a minute with some, after I've sewn it. Here is my finished journaling card. This is the back. It's pretty messy. I just kind of kept sewing. And I am thinking I might just add, let me see, one of these pages that I've used as a glue page, and just add some writing space on the back. But I'm thinking I am going to write and then glue it on here maybe, and I can add another ribbon or something on here to decorate it. But I need to write first because it is pretty bulky and lumpy. So this is, I just sewn around some, like on around Liberty and around the edges. I did add this little flower and this bit of trim there as well. I don't think I'm going to do anything. I was going to cut this out and add it on top as a focal point, but I think I just like seeing my fabrics, and it would be like a little sample pack for what we bought and to remember by in the future. And I will, like I say, do my journaling on the back. And this is overlap and opaque. So thank you for joining me today, and thank you to Meg from Meg Journals for organizing this wonderful collaboration. She has one in January and in July, and I'm really having fun with this. I haven't done all the prompts, but I'll do the ones that I'm behind on off screen and maybe just show you. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and sunny greetings here from South Africa, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.